If you ever find yourself driving through southern Kentucky, it is best to stay off Hollow Creek Road. This road is located between Mammoth Cave and Horse Cave, Kentucky, and locals say that this place should be avoided at all costs, especially at night. They say that the trees grow too close together on this road. The air gets too still, and sometimes, just sometimes, the shadows move when they shouldn't. But the real danger on Hollow Creek Road isn't in the forest at all. It's in the house. The one that wasn't built, the one that just, appeared. They say once you see it, it sees you too. It all started back in October 1967. One morning, the house just showed up on Hollow Creek Road. There are no records of the house ever being built. No building permits, no surveyor's stakes, no blueprints, no foundation, no history, no name on the deed, nothing. It just suddenly appeared. A farmer named Clyde Harris was the first to approach it. He was curious. Maybe the owners would like some company. So he took 5 steps toward the front porch, and then he woke up in his truck. And that's half a mile away. He had no memory of turning around, but his arm was bleeding and his watch had melted, still ticking. A week later, a family moved into the house. That's the Hollanders, a quiet elderly couple and their young daughter named Eva. But there was no moving truck. No one ever turned on any lights at night and no one ever saw them leave the house. But sometimes Eva was seen in the field. She was just standing there watching cars pass by. Then just before Christmas, the family vanished without a trace. The mail stopped arriving, their mailbox disappeared, and Eva's name was erased from school records. But how can a family just vanish without a trace? They didn't leave behind any kind of suicide note either. They didn't leave behind any explanation, and nobody could find any proof that they'd even lived there. But the house stayed. So in 1972, the nearby town decided to vote. They wanted to know if anyone wanted the house torn down. And the answer was yes. So they hired 3 demolition crews to take care of it. But every single one of those crews showed up and found nothing. No house. It was just trees. But the next day, the house returned, exactly the same. A pale gray colonial-style home with 2 stories, black shutters facing the wrong way. One of the crew members said he saw someone watching him from an upstairs window. But when he looked again, the window was bricked over, so the crews packed up and left. In the 80s and 90s, teenagers turned the house into some kind of dare. Whoever spent the night in the house got bragging rights until another group of teens tried it out, and they didn't come back. Those that did make it out claimed that the inside didn't make any sense. The rooms moved around, the mirrors didn't reflect their images, and they heard their names being called, even though they never said their name out loud. One girl said she saw her own bedroom inside the house. Another said she saw herself, but she was dead. There were photos on the wall of people who hadn't entered the house yet. And one boy said he watched himself die on a dusty old TV in the living room. After that, nobody went near the house except urban explorers and paranormal investigators. 3 kids were never found, but many claim to have seen the house glowing faintly through the trees. No lights or fire, just a flickering pale light moving from room to room. And now we come to the story of Devin Ellis. He was a YouTuber back in 2011 and he wanted to spend the night in the house. Well, over 20,000 people were watching, so he was joking around, looking for trouble. But then at 3:12 a.m., the camera suddenly shook. He said, "I think someone's upstairs." Then a door slammed, the screen glitched, and a whisper came through. "You looked too long." Then the stream cut out. Devin was never seen again. Now some people believe that the house isn't really there at all. It's something pretending to be. Something that lures people in, shows them what they fear or what they've forgotten. Something that watches people through the windows and waits for them to leave. And if they don't, it brings them home. There have been stories of similar houses across several different states, always at the edge of town, always waiting. And in 2023, a phone was found in the grass near Hollow Creek Road. It was still recording. The police recovered one audio file. It contained breathing and a voice saying, "It's not where you live. It's where you're kept, and you've always been here." And the house still appears sometimes, not every night, only when it wants to. Now, it's hard to tell if any of this is true or not. Is there really a house on Hollow Creek Road? Is it really haunted, or is it just an elaborate prank? It could be anything, really. The thing is, no one can agree on an answer, and even if you wanted to check, you'd never find it. It's not there. At least not when you're looking for it. It's like an itch you can't scratch, a thought you can't remember, a face you've seen before, a song you've heard somewhere else. You just can't put your finger on it, and when you try to describe it to others, they look at you like you're crazy, like you've lost your mind. But you know what you know, and you can't explain it away as just an ordinary house. Now, there are plenty of ghost stories that are associated with certain places. People report seeing ghosts in the exact same spot, over and over again for decades. But this house is different. It moves. I've read some comments on these videos claiming that a house like this exists in West Virginia. Others say that they exist in Texas, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Missouri. They're all different, yet the same. And they're all waiting for something. Some say that this house feeds on fear. Others say it's a prison for souls. But most agree that it's a warning. It's a sign that you're getting close to something you're not supposed to see. And if you do see it, it will bring you home, wherever that may be for you. But what does that mean? What is it trying to warn us about? What is it trying to keep us from seeing? And why does it use fear to do it? Is it afraid of us? Does it want us to be afraid of it? Does it feed on our fear, or does it use our fear against us? These are questions that no one can answer, at least not yet. We don't know enough about this phenomenon. We haven't seen enough of it to understand what it is or why it happens. All we know is that it exists, and it's out there waiting for us, waiting for its next victim, waiting for its next story, waiting for its next chance to play God and decide who lives and who dies. Now, I'm not sure what this means or what it could possibly be. But I do know one thing. If I ever saw this house, I would drive right past it. I wouldn't even think about stopping. I wouldn't even think about looking back. I'm not sure why, but I just know that I need to keep going. I need to get as far away from that house as possible. I need to forget that I ever saw it. I need to pretend like it isn't there, like it never was there, like it never will be there. Because if I stop, if I look back, if I think about it too much, it will find me. It will come for me. It will bring me home. And if I don't want to go home, not here anyway, then I need to keep driving. I need to keep moving. I need to keep going. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out more content. See you next time.